August 18th, 2021. I'm going to do a walk around video today on the GT3 RS 2007. It's a 997 Gen 1 that I've owned for just under 4 years, which is probably longer than I've kept anything. I've had a lot of fun with this car, and it's a really special vehicle, and I've had a blast with it, but it's just time to move on to the next chapter. So go through the car today and show you guys some of the unique features, and I'm not going to go into great detail about all the modifications and things like that, but I'll do that in the auction itself. But we'll open it up and open the doors and the frunk and the engine cover and things like that, and kind of hit the high points. So when I bought this car, had it checked out by a Porsche specialist, and they went through it and confirmed all the body panels are original, unmolested. They've never been on or off the car or damaged. All the original door stickers are still there in place and have never been molested. And go ahead and open up the frunk and the engine cover while we're here. So these carbon fiber air scoop inlets, we had those put on about a year and a half ago or so. They're kind of cool. They really kind of light up when they're out in the light in the sun, and match the rear spoiler. The rear spoiler also has this little gurney flap, carbon fiber gurney flap attached to it that's kind of neat. The engine I just had installed in May 2021 by Goldcrest Motorsports. So it's a 3.8 liter 997 Gen 2 unit that was built and sealed by Porsche Motorsports North America. And Goldcrest installed it, inspected it. It's low hours, very clean, and they opened up the top end and sourced sport camshafts from Germany, and install those. So this thing runs great. It really a lot of power. So it's probably got, since we installed it, I think it has maybe 300-400 miles on it, and it's really been running great. So Fab Speed exhaust system. I'll try to get to a driving video. I've got a cold start video where you can hear what this exhaust sounds like a little bit, but we'll try to do a driving video as well. One kind of neat thing they did with this car, the rear valance is actually carbon fiber. And so those of you who know these cars will notice that this actually has the air vents from the 997 Gen 2 GT3, but fits on the 997.1 taillights. So these are original taillights, but the rear valance, the rear bumper, has been formed out of carbon fiber to incorporate these air vents. I think the Gen 1 originally didn't have these vents here. So I still have the original piece that has the original paint on and everything like that, but that's kind of a neat feature of the car. Again, all the door jambs are nice and clean. All the original factory stickers are here. I'll open up the interior in just a minute. We'll go through that. The windshield was just replaced in May of 2020, and immediately when it was replaced, we went ahead and put the Exo, I think this is called Exo Shield. It's a protective film that keeps any kind of damage or chips or anything like that, little stone chips, from happening. So that was put on when this windshield was brand new, and so it should be pristine underneath that film. And this is an OE windshield. It's the Secured, I think, Saint-Gobain makes it. So it's an OE windshield. Should be in brand new condition. Let's open up the front here. As you'll see, everything is nice and tidy. The original liner and the plastic pieces have been taken out, and I do not have them. But everything's nice and straight and super clean. This has an Odyssey lightweight battery. see these are just the leads right here for the battery tender. Keep it on a tender. Again, all the original factory stickers are in place underneath the hood. In terms of the paint on this car, it's not perfect. It's in remarkably good condition considering the age. This car's been on the track some. It's got some miles on it. We're at 29,500 roughly miles. So all things considered, the paint on this car is in really nice shape. It's had the paint protective film, Expel paint protective film on the entire nose, the sides. So it's got it on the doors, and on the rear quarters, it goes back to right here under the window. So I think you can see there's a bit of a line. So about halfway back the rear quarter, it's got paint protective film, and then on the roof of the car, it goes back about 12 inches from the windshield, and on the mirrors, of course. So the, and here too. So behind the rear wheel. And so the paint is in pretty good shape. Everybody's got their own opinions about paint, and this is pretty good. It's definitely got some imperfections, and I think a lot of this is probably in the film itself, because this paint was in fairly good shape when we put this film on it. But you can see there's some little black marks here that you can fill those. Those are actually in the paint film. So I think it's in pretty decent shape underneath the film. Not perfect, but all things considered, it's pretty good. These stripes are just vinyl that can be easily taken off. They're underneath the film, but they are vinyl, so they can be removed. And one kind of neat thing about this is this has the fender flares on the front here from the Gen 2 GT3 RS that are a little bit beefier than the Gen 1s, and also they did the correct turn signals that go along with those, so it gives it a little more aggressive look. Open up the inside. All of the original leather is still in here. It's got this orange stitching, Alcantara. It's got a Momo Alcantara steering wheel with a Renline quick release. So it's that easy. And Renline floor guards, aluminum floor guards, pedal covers, and there's a Renline mount for the seat for the fire bottle. So you can see there's all the carbon fiber is still in here, and all the original leather and the stitching. The carpet, original carpet kit, still here. And Alcantara headliner, still in place, nice and clean. These seats I had installed in May 2021, and they are the carbon fiber back Porsche, I think they call them racing type seats, which they're really not, but they're extremely nice street seats that you can use on the track as well. Everybody knows these seats. They're super supportive, and these are in brand new condition. I bought them from a guy that had not used them at all, and the leather's basically in new condition. They've got the crest and the headrest, and you can see the carbon fiber backs, and even the carbon fiber on the back of the seats is no scratches in it. They really are in great shape. The seats I was using before those are Recaro Profis, and those are Champion sourced these a number of years ago when they did the build on this car, and so these are Recaro Profis these are great if you're going to use the car on the track some. They're super supportive and have the kind of neat, they've got the Porsche crest embroidered into them. So, and I've even got for the for the Porsche carbon fiber seats, I've got the original covers that they came with too. So, anyway, I've had a lot of fun with this thing. It's time to move on to the next chapter, and I'm going on 4 years with it, which is longer. I'm usually a year or two and move things on, but with this car, I've just had a really good time with it, and I'll miss it, but it's time for the next chapter. So that's all for now. We'll try to get a good driving video for you guys, and appreciate you watching.